After a long, heart-rending journey home, 22-year-old Otto Warmbier was laid to rest. Relics of a journey that began with hope and ended in horror.
He's in a tough bind right now.
Otto grew up in a small Cincinnati suburb of Wyoming, Ohio. His future was mapped out, from college in Virginia, a scholarship, and a planned semester in Hong Kong. Over the New Year period, he booked a tour of North Korea through a Chinese travel agency. Otto's plan was a 5-day trip. He joins an international group and have a great time. But in Pyongyang, there are places you just don't go. One of them was right here, a mysterious 5th floor of Otto's hotel. The Yangakta Hotel, located on an island, isolating most visitors. They have a forbidden 5th floor. The elevator skipped floor number 5 and known as the staff's floor. It was unlike any other floor in the hotel, with hallways full of propaganda slogans. In 2016, the New Year period, however, the camera captured someone attempting to steal one of the propaganda posters around 1:57 a.m. on the forbidden 5th floor, according to the trial of Warmbier. Instead of leaving North Korea on January 2nd, he was taken into custody. The company made numerous attempts to get information about Otto, but for nearly 3 weeks, no word publicly until the dreaded news breaks.
Breaking news overnight, an American college student,
Otto Warmbier.
He was arrested while perpetrating a hostile act. They're not saying any more than that.
2 months later, North Korea televises a staged confession.
I entirely beg you, people and government of the DPR Korea, for your forgiveness. Please, I have made the worst mistake of my life. But please, I never should have allowed myself to be allured by the United States administration to commit a crime in this country.
16 days later, he was publicly sentenced to 15 years of hard labor. His condition from this point on remains uncertain. Months later, the State Department sends an emergency doctor on a special mission to North Korea to retrieve US citizen Otto Warmbier on a medical evacuation. He was last seen in public 14 months earlier.
We elected not to use South Korea, China, or Russia to help us plan the mission.
Days later, after commuting Warmbier's sentence, he was back home but fatally ill. Severe brain damage says the coroner, and the cause remains unknown. 6 days later, after returning back home, Otto Warmbier dies. And Warmbier's parents become pawns in a game played by President Trump, who later announces the North Korean leader knew nothing about Warmbier.
I don't think that the top leadership knew about it. You know, you got a lot of people, a big country, a lot of people. And in those prisons and those camps, you have a lot of people. And some really bad things happened to Otto. Some really, really bad things.
Why are you?
But he tells me that he didn't know about it, and I will take him at his word. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, please.
When I read that, all I can do is shake my head. Right? Too many lies. Right?